Preparation before placement.
Hello and welcome to my blog Pappa Stig. Back in 2010 we were matched with our 3 lovely boys, and leading up to the matching panel but also straight after, we did a lot of preparations for them before they were moving in with us. And this was everything from reading up on the boys to understand their needs, but also to prepare which school was the best for them, and also the nursery, to prepare the home. But also we were also creating a video and also some books, so the boys were able to see us before they actually were able to meet us for the first time. Just so they could get used to the idea of us being the new parents, but also getting used to our voice, and also get the introduction to our home and to our family. So I'd like to, in this blog, show you a little bit more of what kind of preparations we made. So one of the preparations we did was to create this DVD, which was then an introduction to our home. This was a great opportunity for both Phil and myself to introduce ourselves, talk a little bit more about our background, where we were from, what we are also doing work-wise, but I think it was also to introduce them, to bring them into the house. So we were trying to make it quite lively when the camera was taking them around in the house, and in this example showing the bedrooms one by one. What we also did in the film was that we were playing with some of the toys we had bought to them, so they can sort of have something to look forward to. But I think also the important part was also to get used to our voices as well, and used to see us. And the boys have told us afterwards as well that they were watching this DVD over and over and over again. In addition, we took them also outside of our house. We walked down the roads, we passed the local school where they were going to start, and we walked also into the local park to show them sort of the playground as well, so they can also be familiar with what's in the surroundings as well. So we didn't in the DVD present sort of the wider family, we did that more in pictures in our books. So this DVD was more about us as a family and our dog Hetty, and the school and the surroundings. And talking about schools, this was also an important part, because we knew that the boys could be quite challenging, having some challenging behavior, and we did our research to try to find the right school for them. And we were also very lucky to have a very good school in walking distance to where we were living. So we did some preparation meetings as well with different schools, and we were quite impressed, and we did select the one which was closest to us. The only thing I will say to you, if you're going through this process yourself, is that not only doing the research based on the Ofsted and based on sitting down with the special educational needs contact person at the school, but I think what I will do today is also ask them questions like, are you prepared to do some training to understand adopted children a little bit more in depth? Because when the issues we had with the school we selected were starting to escalate, and we felt that they need some more understanding about adopted children, they didn't want to do the training, also if this was offered free of charge by our local authority. So that was very disappointing. So I think it would be great to maybe clarify things like that. So we spent quite a lot of time doing the preparations of these books, and it was one book to them each with the name on the front, and what we wanted to do is sort of welcome them into the new forever family with picture of ourselves and our dog Hetty, and then sort of introduce us as Papa and Daddy. But in the beginning we actually used Papa Stig and Daddy Phil, but quite quickly, like within the first month I believe, they stopped saying Stig and Phil, they just went over to say Papa and Daddy. And then we also started then to introduce a little bit what we normally are doing, like I'm from Norway, and we also was showing some pictures from some of our places we have visited. And obviously an important part for us was that they were sort of prepared that we had a dog, and we also knew that they were very interested in animals. So we felt that it was very important to introduce her, that she was looking forward to see them and playing with them, and also, could you take me out for a walk? And obviously for them to get used to the idea of moving into us, we also wanted to show pictures of our house, the garden, but also again the playgrounds as well, so in the local parks. And this is for my middle son, so that's his bedroom. So then we were sort of showing more pictures of the bedroom, which we then already had prepared, as you can see, just so they knew exactly how it was looking like. And as you can see, we had already bought some toys. And regarding toys, a great way of doing that is either doing it via eBay or going to car booths, because in the end of the day, you never know if they like it or not, and if it's something they have very interest in, you can maybe buy more of it then afterwards. Anyway, we showed some pictures of the new school, because then we already had got into the new school, and also showed them a picture of the heads, and introduced them also to the new class teacher. And we also had some friends showing off the uniform as well, which they were going to wear. And this is Phil's part of the family, so we were introducing them then to grandma and granddad, and also the great grandma. And this is my part of the family, so we were using again Norwegian titles because I'm Norwegian, so that's why we're using Papa, and that's why we also then use Bestemor and Bestefar, which stands which are grandma and granddad in English. So then introduce them also to the uncles and aunties and their family. So they had a picture of them, because obviously they're important people in our lives, and we wanted them to get an idea of our extended family. So that's sort of the book we made for them, and as I said, we made one to them each. So good luck with creating your own DVD and books for your children. I hope you found this helpful. And regarding school, remember that children adopted from care have first priority, and also the school will receive Pupil Premium Plus to help and assist with the additional needs they have. And I will also recommend you to speak to the post-adoption team to understand if there's any other schools around you which have other adopted children, and maybe speak to the adopted parents. In addition, I will recommend you to speak to any other parents who have children with special educational need, just to understand how good is the school to look after those children. So good luck, and thank you for listening to my blog, papastig.com, and please share and like. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Follow me on papastig.com.